So KULR Technology, KULR, something we covered right at the start of the year 2025 at a price of about $3.07 a share. And as you know, it's done nothing since then except go down. Year to date, lost over 50% of its value. But KULR just came out with their year-end 2024 scorecard or earnings report. And there's some optimism, and management was a little coy on a few things that appear to be in the works, which could lead to a much, much bigger 2025. Let's cover off. What does KULR Technology do? Well, they design, test, manufacture, and certify batteries. And we're talking about the high-end type batteries that are in demand for the new age industries. So we're talking for energy management space, and that's a pretty broad category that's going to grow, and grow. Space, aerospace, and defense. They've got some pretty interesting offerings here as well. And then robotics is the term that keeps coming up again and again with KULR Technology. As we know that from previous announcements, they do have a collaboration with NVIDIA for their Jetson pack batteries. And this could be a huge opportunity for KULR Technology going forward. Not that any of the others will be anything less than huge. So there's a number of big things in the works here. And also remember, with energy management, they do have nuclear ambitions and lots of composites that are being produced. Small company with a lot of irons in the fire. Again, 2024 earnings that just came out were actually quite positive. Year-end revenue came in at $10.7 million, which isn't bad. It's a beat over the prior year. And management indicated that they're going to double those revenues in 2025. And usually management likes to undersell some of those expectations so they can come out and beat it profoundly later on. We will see how that plays out. And we can't forget to talk about Bitcoin treasury. KULR keeps buying Bitcoin, and they now have 668 Bitcoin with a value of about $65 million. So they're very ambitious, and the company has stated they see Bitcoin as an investment. This is an investment in the future. It's new age. It's something that they see as an excellent store of value and something that will rise. So they spoke highly of their strategy yesterday, and they don't seem to be at a need or at a loss for cash along the way. And they keep funding this through their ATM or at the market window to grab cash and then buy this Bitcoin. Lots of things going on. NASA certifications. They've got the Bitcoin, the NVIDIA revenue is expected to really grow quite large. They've also recently moved their headquarters to Texas, and this was in August of 2024. So there's a lot of big things here. Management also addressed, or the question came up at their earnings call about the Rocket Labs rumor that they are providing composite materials for the Rocket Lab Archimedes engine. KULR did decline to comment on that, but there is rampant speculation that they are working closely together on this. And then let's not forget about that KULR is working closely with SpaceX, and they'll be on a kind of a NASA compliance mission that'll be launched on a SpaceX mission in early 2026. So lots and lots going on. Let's not forget that they do have an agreement with EDOM for server and data center usage for their battery technology. So big things are happening with the small company. But let's take a little closer look at the fundamentals and make sure that they line up with this potentially huge opportunity to get in at really inexpensive prices. So as far as fundamentals go, market cap of about $350 million makes us a very small cap stock. So a lot of ups and downs, a lot of volatility, but this is an innovator and this is a disruptor of technology. And for a small company, they've got a lot of things going on and a lot of advanced technology and agreements that are taking place. Share price of about $1.50 a share, and down over 50% for the year so far in 2025. Sounds a little ominous, but that's actually up from a 20-cent low for a 52-week low, and down from a high of $5.49, which it saw back in December. So it's kind of in between the trading range, and it could be an excellent time to get in. We talked about moments ago revenue, which came in at $10.7 million, is expected. Management said yesterday again, our revenue is going to double, and that's without big commitments from some of their customers that they've gotten things from in the past. So that means large beats on that could be in the making. Balance sheet, it's strong. $29 million of cash, $65 million of Bitcoin. They don't seem to be at a loss to raise cash when they need to. Analysts are calling for an average price of about $4.22 a share. That's quite a big jump from $1.50 where we're at right now. Over 150% upside there. And I think that's actually being a little conservative if a couple of things, these events that we're talking about, start to take place. In conclusion, if you can take on a little bit of risk, this company seems to have a pulse on a lot of high-tech areas, a lot of collaborations, some pretty cool technology, expanding manufacturing in the U.S., and this could be the time. If you haven't jumped into KULR already at this price and market cap, you could jump in now and feel pretty confident that you're in a company that's making waves for the future. I have quite a large position that I've accumulated over the last few months. In 2025, I'm continuing to grow that position, as this is a cornerstone company that I'm going to hold for the long term and look to grow and prosper with them. Let me know what you're doing. If you're buying KULR, if you have a large position you're holding, if you're increasing your stake, I think some good things are coming for KULR, and 2025 is going to be an exciting year once we get past some of this chaos in the markets right now. We'll talk again soon. Have a great one.